Duke Nicola would rise to power in the Grand Duchy of Zavrsje upon the long-expected death of his grandfather, Nicola I. This sudden change in his status was a result of the unexpected death of his father, due to his overzealous religious behavior. In secret, Nicola came to resent his father's religious zealotry and found himself secretly skeptical of the grace and glory of God. This would not drive him away from his grandfather and father's ultimate goal of forming a kingdom for his people of the Bosna River and for preserving their unique faith. Upon rising to power, his first main concern would be how to protect his uncle, the now independent Duke of Ragusa, from those who would take his territory from him, and when the time would be right to break away from the King of Italy to make his own way on his path towards a crown of his own and a kingdom for his people. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here for the very first time with Duke Nicholas II of Zavrsje. There's just one thing I thought I would point out before we get this episode started. I hinted a little bit in last episode's roleplay, but we are a non-believer, so if this comes out, there could be some trouble. It could go badly, but I just thought it would be important that we start this episode off by mentioning this, just in case it shows up. It will show up in the roleplay, but maybe someone will eventually figure it out and reveal it. Poor kid has fallen out of the faith, so to speak. And we have arrived home. I don't think we're going to do anything with our uncle. I think it's fine. He could just be our uncle for a while. He can sit down there. He'll be okay. Hopefully he doesn't get conquered. I wish we could like, you know, get him to join us, but I don't think that's much of a chance. In fact, it's impossible until we become king. Alright. So try to make some money here. We got way too many locations held. Our wife is doing okay. She's better than the one we got rid of, that's for sure. Let me see. This is all good. So what do we want to hold? So we hold these two duchy titles. We hold you, the coast, this, and that. So the obvious thing here is we can grant this to our brother. I think that is a pretty good first move here. Now when we look over here, we want to keep this because the family needs to hold it for when that becomes a mine someday. Seems with two more we need to lose. Just want to check to see if we're double holding anything, just in case there's any stray baronies we could hand out. I don't like this. I want to be able to hold more. What are we working on? Barracks and Gavelkind, right? It's 29 years. If we combine them, we can't because it would be moving it up here. But we'll probably be alive in 29 years. That's a thing. It doesn't leave us with much to do about it, though. So we are going to have to hand stuff out. This, I think we'll hand out. Feels weird, though, because it feels like we're handing out the places that are most developed. We want to keep our coast. I want to keep this. I want to keep the center. I guess we hand out that. And we got to hold this because of the future mine. Begin here. Grant this to someone with a high opinion of me. Oh, this guy's our courtier and friend. That's probably a good choice. To find him a wife. 33. Moderate chance that they'll have children. She keeps coming up on the list over and over again to me. There is a 22-year-old Bosnian lowborn who's loyal, lazy. Oh, she's probably fine. That's probably pretty good for him. We'll do that. Yeah, there's none of this. There's no sieging us. We are neutral. If you don't respect our neutrality, you're gonna get wrecked. It may appear to you that we're part of Italy, but that is just an illusion. Listen, we are neutral. Please, stay away. We're giving away this, right? Yeah. So we grant this to our friend, who should make an excellent vassal. Now he's married, that's good. We come up here, and we want to grant this to someone with a high opinion of us. It's our son. It's the Count, this Baron. I mean, if he's married, he would be a good candidate. You married? You are? Okay, well, then I think that's perfect. We will let this guy take the county. What do you feel about that? Okay, so that means there should be a new... We have to grant this to someone now. Again, by who likes us. Opinion of me. Courtier. Anybody else here that we might pick? I think the young guy makes more sense, though. He's wheezing. You could marry my courtier here. My ex-wife. No? Won't do it? Okay, fine. We'll just land him then. He can find his own wife. That should fix our problems. Oh, look what we caught here. Okay, you want to make me the Chancellor? I mean, my father was the Chancellor, but I ain't good at it, so there's that. And my wife, Iona, is not like my father's wife. My grandmother, I should say. Euphrasia. Euphrasia was definitely... Well, she was definitely much better at this stuff. This is a duel. Makes sense we would go to a duel because that's kind of like the kind of thing we would do. I need Caravan Master. This guy's excellent. This guy's good. He's much younger. This guy's 41 and good. Defense and speed. This guy's very good. I'd rather just appoint you for now. I think that'll help a lot. If we take mercenaries, it helps a ton. Now we'll customize our route. Return home this way. Yeah, that seems good. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's get out there. So we'll pull ourselves away from them so that we can disband as soon as possible. Get out of Pest. Set. We'll take the Good Omen. We like ducks. I like ducks. Travel leisure. We stopped in a town in Titol. Yes, a count. I control an entire county. You should come home with me and see it. Tomasz? Tomasz. You're married. You just got married. You can't be doing this. We need to be on our way. We have intentions. We gotta make it in time, guys. It's fine. So, that did remind me of something, and then I forgot right after I was reminded. Okay, fine. Expand you. Sway infiltrators. It's not worth it. I'm gonna need to spend money on it. Travel a foreign treat. So you, who are betrothed to this cousin of mine, to my sister, who's betrothed to this cousin, wants to have an affair with this Moyor non-Christian. I mean, I guess I gotta bring him with me, don't I? I'm compassionate, though. Sure, we'll just assume that it's courtly love, and that is not intended to be some kind of, like, affair, right? We'll pretend real hard. And we have nothing against non-Christians, I don't think. Let's just check our knights out here. There he is. What happens if we demand his conversion? He won't accept. Alright, well, I wish you would. I wish you would. You don't have to be sincere or anything, it just makes things easier around here, you know, if you follow the same god that we also follow, sort of. I think we'll just get to where we're going as quick as we can. Alright, we made it with 18 days left. I can't wait for it to start. Let's do this. A new hire. Squires laugh and joke while they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig, and the rest soon imitate him. Their knights loiter nearby. Among these I spot Andre, Count Lazer's counselor. His skills have been greatly praised, and his name resonates as one of the possible victors. I convince him to join my own council. Gold is the best temptation. I do not wish to offend him. So much stress. Gold is the biggest temptation, I think. See if we can demand his conversion with the hook. Great. Which we really only do for convenience sake. It makes them like us better. Let's see how this goes. We are so stressed. I'm ready. I'm not gonna cheat. All right. It happens a split second. Our blades clash thunderously. The hilt of Erno's weapon slips past, smacking off the back of my sword hand. You should concede. I can see by the look in your eyes. Your hand is too hurt to go on. I will never give up. I am the grandson of the grand champion Ban Nikola of Zavrsje, and I will fight you one-handed before I dishonor his name. There's only one thing for it. Let's do it. That's good. We're just gonna have to suck it up. I must remember my training. Yes! Round 1 victory! Now let's check how the war is going. Let's make Grandpa Nicola proud. These guys are foolishly sieging in my territory again, which is not great for them or for me. Let's raise all here, send these in, and go back in. Nice, nice. Now, who is it in the second round? Right, this guy. We are very slightly better than him. I can do this. I can do this. Ha! I have you now. So, cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I steady myself as the hoots and hollers from the crowd rain down upon me. Melee is a little way away, the pair of us having disengaged briefly to catch our respective breaths. The baying of the spectators quietens a bit as we begin to circle each other. One wrong move could end this fight in an instant. Melee's eyes narrow imperceptibly. As we circle, I notice a small puff of dust being thrown up under Melee's right foot every time he takes a step. It's almost like, is he limping slightly? Let's continue to remember our training. Yes! we are our grandfather's grandson. A fine contest between them. Let's just check how this is going. Yeah, they're getting obliterated. Kind of feel bad for them. I can do this. Let's go. Time slows as Saul's sword arcs in overhead, blades singing through the air. It is no insignificant blow. If I stay where I am, it will do me more than enough damage. The matter should be a simple one. Such a wild strike leaves its instigator open to a counter, but there lies a nagging feeling at the back of my mind. The grimace snarl Saul had as he launched the blow was understandably given the effort, but I fancied the tiniest glimmer of satisfaction in it. His eyes, too, almost seemed to dart towards my side as he set up the move. Is this a feint? The blow nears me. It's time to act. Got you now. What does this do? Small chance of being wounded. We lose some stress. I'd rather block than chance a counter. I think that's what we'll do. My block did succeed. I must remember my training. Yes! Haha! Our grandfather would be proud. We're amazing. What a great job. Great job! We have so much stress, though. We're gonna have to go on a hunt or something. I need to burn some fast stress. Maybe we hold a... That helped a lot. Maybe we hold... Instead of a hunt, maybe we hold a... I'm forgetting the word. Maybe we hold a feast? Feast is the word? Ooh, prize hammer. Oh, that's nice hammer. How is it compared to our old weapon? Our old weapon is interesting. But our old weapon might someday become a core artifact. We're gonna switch to the prize hammer, I think. Let's finish this. What a great occasion. Yes, yes. All the money we spent has been recovered. This... I was hoping for a stack wipe. Stack wipe would have meant we could have disbanded right away. Finish the grand tournament. My uncle made himself a cadet branch, okay? If you say so. Shadow of Fate Twilight. We are equal now. I think we're gonna stop. Sucks because we're ambitious. We don't like stopping, but you know, that's how it is. You want to know how it is? I'll show you. Who is this? That's him. Get out of my sight. We never needed you. Let's disband now. Actually, we gotta wait here to disband. Muddy roads. I hate traveling. So we're gonna be delayed a little bit because of mud in the roads. That's fine. We'll do fine. We'll get there in time. It's all right. We've protected our borders successfully. 200 stewardship experience, also very useful in the future. Yeah, do we hold a feast or do we hold a hunt? Do we have the hunter trait? We don't. We do not. This is the marriage between my sister and my cousin. That's fine. I don't think that marriage will produce children anyway. The womb of the earth. Let's shoot at Gardner. Down to earth for 10 years, that's fine. Nickname the poet. Wait, why would I be mad that they... But I am a poet. Why would this make me mad? What is this place? We've come to an amazing inn. What a wonderful place this was. Hey, maybe we can stay for a few days. This gives us 25 gold for 36 stress. We're paying it. We're paying it. We're staying at the inn. Any stress we can get off before we go home is less stress we're going to have to deal with in whatever we do next. So our new wife is pregnant. Interesting. How are my children? I have 2 boys so far, and we have arrived home. Very nice. We need to put our guy back on working out this. Regency is over. I think for activities, could lose stress. Could visit the flowers. That actually seems kind of neat. Could plan a flower viewing. We are temperate and compassionate, so this is just the kind of sort of peaceful little stress down we might arrange. I like it. Begins in 15 days. Lots of people are coming to help us enjoy the flowers. Great. We've unlocked a martial perk. We'll get that in a second. Today I've taken time to visit the spring meadows of the county of Zavrsje. Famous for the beauty of their flowers, I'm not disappointed. From one end of the horizon to another, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of small, lovely wildflowers, each their own unique hue of color. With all of these flowers together like this, when the wind blows, even slightly, they look like a moving tapestry woven by God. I sit on the ground atop a hill and just gaze in wonder at the majesty and beauty of nature before me. That was a very small amount of stress down. Let's take envelopment. That was like such a small amount of stress down. That was effectively a waste of money. It was interesting to try. After this, I suppose we'll check out the hot springs, just because, you know, maybe the hot springs will be better. We don't have that much money, though. Again, we don't have to travel anywhere to get to the hot springs. Hot spring visit, relaxation. We don't need mercenaries. Costs 50. Let's go. Let's see if we can't have a good time with the hot springs. Maybe that'll turn out better for us than the last one did. Hot springs visit. The hot springs of Zavrsje. We have just arrived at one of the local hot springs in Zavrsje. Even though this hot spring isn't particularly famous compared to some of the other more popular ones, soaking up the warm waters is still quite an enjoyable experience. I'm glad I came here. Okay. So that is very expensive. Those both are very expensive for the amount of stress you get out of them. Considering one hunt or one feast would have easily gotten me 100 and some. It's okay though, you know, it's good to try new things. Another duel. I mean, we have to go to this, right? Where's this? There. Okay. We're gonna do this. I think we do this. I think we go on another tournament. Why not? It's not that much money. Let's see if maybe we do get rid of the old sword just to get us a little bit more money in our hand. Okay. And we're gonna get rid of this. Probably important to our father, but not for us. Everything else we keep, of course. Maybe we should be putting the second bejeweled scriptures on. Because if we drop this and put this on, we'll get a whole bunch more learning from it, I think. All right, let's head out there. Hopefully when we get back, we will have made enough money to maybe hold a feast. Again, I'm not sure. Maybe we feast, maybe we hunt. We're temperate, so we're more likely, I think, to hunt than feast. We're compassionate, though. We're ambitious. So we're likely to hold feasts for ambition, but refrain, right? How strong is this guy? Oh, he's a 15. Can't wait for it to start. All right, let's go to the tourney grounds. My knights stand assembled for the day's training, their attendants laden with kit. R3 and myself stand before all. Knights, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught. Together we represent the Duke. Let us together prepare for our glories. Watch our opponents and learn their weaknesses. I think we're going to take this for the stress, if anything. And it gives glory to our knightly order too, because we're going to have to burn off the fact that these things cost us stress just to participate in. Right? So we're going to get at least one more. Possibly two. We have another son. You want to name him Nicola, and that doesn't make any sense. Radovoy. I could name him after one of our uncles, Radovoy. That could be cool. Radovoy the Doctor and Knight. I think that makes a good namesake for our youngest son. So in 16 days we do another. There won't be, I think, time after it to do another one, because I think they take 20 days. Do we want to do this again? Go to the tavern. Popular opinion or county control. It's not ours, so we won't get that. Contestants or sabotage them. Temple, calm place for you to pray for victory or test your faith. I think we're going to go to the tavern. I sit in the tavern with a small group of courtiers. I saw that gallant knight holding someone's sign. One of them whispers, and I quickly get lost in my own thoughts, observing the flickering of the candles. As I take a sip of wine, I reminisce about the time when my first child, Batich, a beautiful boy, was born to my courtier. It's my wife. Do you want to hear a real story? I said, turning to my companions. You gonna make sure that I look good? Yes. Let's begin. I'm ready. No matter how much we want to, we're not gonna cheat. Our traits make it very difficult. We don't want to cheat because we're compassionate, but we want to cheat because we're ambitious. Someone has been disqualified because they tried to cheat. All right, let's go straight in. I must remember my training. There we go. We are overwhelmed by stress, but that's fine. Of course, he'll concede to his no. We want no. He participates. You know, actually, this is an extraordinarily difficult decision. He is our knight. If we ask him to concede, he is honor-bound to do so. You know, I'm ambitious. If I can get the man to concede based on his honor, then I'll do it, even if it makes him a little bit mad. Because I want to win. A fine contest. I can do this. So we're against this guy. Death from above. My blade clashes with that of my opponent, Velmir. Sparks sent flying as the two weapons grate. We both step back, circling to our left. Velmir swings at me, the sword's point thudding into the ground after passing my body. Quick as a viper, I step in and kick it as hard as possible. Ripped from his grasp, Velmir's sword cartwheels through the air, landing to both our horror amongst a crowd. Zavrsje has been hit by the sword. Are you alright? Gives me some stress down, could get me some opinion, could make him mad at me. Well, no time to lose. Because we're ambitious, this gets us down. Yeah, we're trying to win here. I must remember my training. Yes! 2 in a row! We are the dual champion! We're good at this. Victory! A sonorous blow rings out as my weapon glances off a helmet. My opponent staggering backwards in a daze. I follow up quickly. A swipe feint. Left. A hammering blow right. I advance as my adversary backpedals desperately from my sword, barely being deflected by the barest amount of margins. And then we are victorious. Good, because we could use the money. These victories. We lost. This helps too. Like, there's no denying that this helps as well. I won. I actually won. What do we get? What's our prize? What a great occasion. Gained prize armor. I wonder if the new prize armor is better than my father's prize armor. We'll have to actually compare them. The old prize armor is better, so we'll just get rid of this. Nice. Another victory. Finish the grand tournament. Yes, sirree. You know, this tradition, this family tradition of tournaments, seems to be paying off really well for us. Familiar trees. Oh no, are we going in circles? Are we going in circles? I know exactly where we are. Send someone to find a local guide. Let's do it. Some guide should help us get out of this predicament. I don't want to be lost here forever. We can almost usurp this duchy, which is essential to our future goals. Okay, good. I don't mind a slight detour. So this is a local tour. Toured local settlement. Stewardship and popular opinion for 5 years. Let's tour it. Let's do it. Let's do the tour. I mean, it's not our territory, but it's still interesting, right? Thank God I can go inside again. Yes, yes. So we got this going on, right? This guy holds these. We are in a much better position stress-wise. I mean, we're not doing well, though. Maybe we do a hunt? We do a university visit. University visits add stress. They don't remove stress. Since our stress is par right now, I think it might be a good time to just wait it out till this goes up the last bit and then buy that duchy title. We sure need it. Got middle. At 3 in legitimacy, so he has finished that county control task. Let's get him on the next one here in his own territory. Not long before this goes up high enough that we can buy that title. Right. Usurp. He's in a war. That war. He's trying to gain. It's a liberty war. It's fine. He must be an ally in a liberty war unrelated to his own territory. I'm going to take his duchy title, and then the king might just give him to me, which would be absolutely hilarious. Finished that. Let's get the last one done. Good. Also your territory, eh? Interesting. Your silver tongue is shining today, Batich. Nice. Under siege. Let's do this. Good idea. You should lead the defenders. Let's try to get a martial perk out of this. Let's try to do a good job. We'll go through the sewers because it's available to us. Don't let up. Overwhelm them. One at a time. Stay alert. Ah, the attack progresses well. Good. Everyone with me. This is a martial challenge. Archers, take up your positions. Let's do this thing. Ah, good job. Our enemies never stood a chance. Yes. We've done a great job of storming the keep. It's good practice, and it gets us hit and run. Great. We got spearmen and archer. And, skirmishers, right? Yeah, we've got pretty good stuff for all this. Now let's get this. He's still in his war. Gotta wait till his war is done. They are seriously losing. Place the archers here, and then we will place this here. After this is done, this is my brother, Matich. What did he actually do? Torture who did you torture? I wonder, it doesn't make any sense. Who would he torture? Why would he be motivated to torture anybody? Our uncle. Why did you torture our uncle? I mean, this isn't gonna succeed, but am I gonna have to do this? He literally imprisoned and tortured our uncle. Why would he do that? That doesn't make any sense. Our uncle's not that bad a guy. Grugr is... I mean, he's deceitful. He shouldn't have tortured him, but it is possible he belongs in prison. I do not want to put my brother in jail if he had a good reason for this. Torture is probably a step too far, but if he has a reason to imprison him... Ugh. This is a really tough one. Did you remove him from... Did you remove him from... Oh yeah, he was your... That's why. Realm Priest. You did it because he was your Realm Priest, eh? We're gonna remain neutral about it now. Let's see what happens. If he lets him out... I mean, we know that Grugr embezzled from our grandfather, but torture might be too far? Then we'll look at it. Ooh, let's check this. It's not close. You can tell because there's no marker. Can't be close and there be no marker. That's not how it works. Could you hurry up and win here? Because the sooner you win, the sooner I can spend all my money. Ill, disastrous mistreatment. Takes me a moment to recognize Batich. He is so bruised and swollen he barely looks human. I grab his hand. My son attempts to speak, but no sound passes his lips. Yeah, disastrous mistreatment. Starting to feel sympathy towards my brother. My uncle's out here making a mess of everything. I don't know. What is this? He's still fine. Which means he'll probably get better. I think we chastise him. Is that right, though? I mean, our son isn't dying, and he did do his job, just very poorly. No, we need him to perform his job well. If we threaten him, he may do poorly when we need him in the future, so we gotta... Oh yeah, that's close. That's closer than we want it to be, isn't it? Yep. This count became Bosnian. Croatian, this is Bosnian. The enemy of Rome. Politician. Aggressive attacker. I'm gonna have to pass because we're just too stressed. We just can't figure it out, you know? Our mind doesn't settle on it. Let's go to our guy here and convert up there. Where are we at in Rama, by the way? 11. We're still getting over 2 a month. I think that's worth continuing. The war is over. Great. End your war, liege. End your war. Thank you. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Thank you. It's mine. All right, with that moment, though, I think we're going to bring this first episode to it, and we now hold all the duchy titles that we would need. We have 3 sons, though, so they will split this up even. We can, of course, like always, we can get any son that we push towards learning. Like, for example, he can be pushed towards learning. No, he can't. Could make him a diplomat. I think that's better than intrigue. Let's find him. I'm his guardian. My learning is okay. My diplomacy isn't terrible. I don't want to change his guardian, so that's fine. And the new boy? We don't know yet. All right. Then thank you for watching, and I hope you join me the next time that we are here with Count Nicola, with Duke Nicola II, the poet. Apparently he didn't like this, even though I think it's a great name. I think he's fine. I think he's a good poet. Whatever. You know, whatever. Bye for now.